Today, I'll be singing a story about the homeless man and Buddha. So, once upon a time, long, long ago in a village, there was a homeless man. This homeless man was always sad. He always thought that everything in the world which is bad is only happening to him, and and everyone around him was having a great life. He always used to think that the rich people are always living happily, and the poor ones are the only ones without any problems. One day, he came to he came one day he came to run across a mouse which was stealing his food, and then he approached the mouse and he told the mouse he spoke to the mouse in this way. Oh mouse, what are you doing? You're stealing from a poor man. I'm a very poor man, and I barely have this food even to barely feed myself. So could you please go to a rich man's home and steal from them? Because if you steal from them, they won't even notice it. They are that rich. Then the mouse said that, oh no, I am destined to steal food from only you. Then the poor man says, what do you mean you're destined to steal food from only me? I don't understand. Then the mouse said, then the mouse says, yes, it's indeed your destiny to get stolen from. It's indeed your destiny to get stolen from a mouse. Then the homeless and the poor man gets very sad, and he asks himself, um, why should I live this? Why should I live this poor life, and why can't I lead a happy life like the riches? Then he determines himself to go and ask this question to the great yogi Buddha, and then he starts his journey. It's a long way from his place to Buddha. So with great determination, with great determination, he decides to take on the great distance. So he soon starts his journey, and he keeps walking for hours. In soon time, he reaches a place where he reaches a situation where he's very tired and can't even take a step more. So he looks for nearby houses, and he fortunately finds one. And this one was a very big house, and he soon found out that this was obviously the houses this was obviously a house of the riches. He enters the home and asked the owners if he could stay if he could take a stay at night, and then the owner said yes. So he thanked them, and while he was eating dinner at their house, um, there was some questions on the table. The family asked him, "Oh man, what are you doing on this night, and what's your aim, and where are you trying to go?" And then the man said, "Oh, I am actually traveling to Buddha because I have a question for myself." Then the family said, "Oh, you're going to Buddha? Then will you please ask us? Then will you please ask a question to Buddha from us?" Then he said, "Oh, sure. By the way, what is it?" Then they said, "Oh, um, our daughter was not able to have has not able to speak since she was born. I mean, why is this happening to her? Could you please ask this question to Buddha?" Then the homeless man said, "Oh, of course, why not?" And then he continued his journey, and now he came across a wizard, and this wizard helped him to cross many mountains on his staff by flying. Um, while flying, even the wizard said that, "I have a question for Buddha too, and can you please ask it for me?" And then the man said, "Okay." And the question was that, um, I was told that by my teachers, I will be gone to heaven in 1,000 days. It has been quite a long time since my 1,000 days have passed it, and I'm still here on earth. Why is this happening to me? Please ask Buddha." Then the man agrees, and he continues. Now he sees a huge lake with water which he cannot cross. So he becomes very sad and loses all of his hopes. But just then he comes across a giant tortoise, which says that it will help the homeless man to take him across the river and to Buddha. But the tortoise has a favor. That tortoise will only do so if he asks Buddha, um, "Why am I not a dragon still? Because I was told my ancestors that about in the time of 500 years I will turn into a dragon, but I have still not not turn into a dragon. So please ask Buddha about my condition. Then the man agreed and moved on. And at last, after months of traveling, he finally reached the great Buddha. And he entered his monastery, which was absolutely beautiful. And then he came near Buddha, who was praying. And then the man asked, "Oh, great Buddha, I have many questions for you, and please answer all of those." Then Buddha says, "Of course I can answer, but here's the deal. I can answer only three of your questions." Now the man was he was thinking. He had four questions. One was this, and the three were others questions. So now he realized that there are still lives and situations of many people uh, which are way worse than the situation or life of this man. So this man, or the homeless man, he decided to ask the questions of others, and he gets the answers of all of them from Buddha. And Buddha also rewards him secretly for having such a selfless attitude. But his reward will be revealed soon. So he goes back in the same path to answer all of the others' question. So first he comes across the tortoise, and he says that, "Oh, tortoise, I have found out the answer for your question. The answer is that you have not turned into a dragon because you have always been in the comfort of a shell. If you come out of that, you will become a dragon." Then the tortoise thanked them, and it came out of its shell. Magically, it became a dragon, and even some pearls have been found out on the tortoise shell. The man took the pearls, and he knew that he would be very rich with those pearls because those pearls were very valuable and they are only found in the deep sea. So he knew that those were very precious. He continued his journey to meet the wizard. Um, when he met the wizard, he answered the wizard's question, saying that, "Wizard, you have not gone to heaven because even you have not came out of your comfort zone. You're always carrying the staff with you, so you will not be sent to heaven unless you leave it." So the wizard said, "Oh, thank you. Now I will leave my staff and I'll go to heaven." So he said so, and he gave the staff to the homeless man and went to heaven. Now the homeless man had precious diamonds or pearls with him, and also had the power of the wizard staff. Now he was very confident, and he knew that he won't be living such a poor life in his future. So he continued his journey only to meet the owners, and he soon met the owners who helped him with giving shelter at one night. And then he answered their question too. Your daughter will soon speak, but she will speak when she meets the soulmate of her life. And when her daughter meets the homeless man, her daughter speaks, which means that the soulmate or the husband of her daughter is this homeless man, but is not homeless anymore because he has the power of a wizard and several other precious pearls. And from that day, the man lived a great life, and and he knew the most important lesson. He's not he's not the only one with all the problems in the world. There are several other people with with more severe problems than his problems, and even he had a selfless attitude because of which he became a successful person now. Thank you.